In this video, you'll be introduced to a new way of measuring angles, radians. But before we discover what a radian is, why are there 360 degrees in a circle? Watch this video to find out.
Hello and welcome to 90 East. Have you ever wondered why there are 360 degrees in a circle? Well, there are a few theories. Firstly, 360 is a number that's divisible by many numbers, 24 in fact. This makes it an easy number to work with in different situations. For example, you can easily divide an analog clock face into 12 hours by assigning 30 degrees to each hour. If you were to replace that 360 degrees instead with 100 degrees, the maths would be messy. You'd have 8.3 degrees per hour and 4.157 degrees per minute. But why 360? Why not 720 or 1080 degrees? Well, this brings us to our second theory. As you may know, it takes roughly 365 days for the Earth to orbit the Sun, and thus there are 365 days in the solar calendar. You may also know that there are roughly 355 days in the lunar calendar. And what number is right in the middle of these two? 360. And as we've already seen, it's an easy number to work with. This brings us to our last theory. If you were to take the radius of a circle and use it to draw an equilateral triangle, that is a triangle that has identical sides and identical angles, you'd find that you could fit 6 of them within a circle. So why don't we say that there are 6 degrees in a circle? Well, the current system that we use in economics and daily life is the decimal system, which has a base of 10, and it's thought that this in part may be because we have 10 fingers and 10 toes. But we haven't always used the decimal system. In fact, there was a time when we used a system called the sexagesimal system, which had a base of 60. So it's thought that each of these 6 triangles were arbitrarily given the value of 60. And if you can do some simple maths, 6 times 60 equals 360. So there you have it, 3 theories as to why there are 360 degrees in a circle. We hope that you've enjoyed this video, and as always there's a link to the written tutorial in the description box below. Have a look at it, and if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to directly message us through YouTube or send us an email to 90easttv@gmail.com. Thanks everyone!
So, what is a radian? Well, the definition is the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc equal in length to the radius. So what that actually means is if you've got 2 radiuses of length r, when they are joined together by an arc which is also equal to a length r, the angle at the center of the circle is equal to 1 radian. So the next thing you need to ask yourself is how many radiuses make up the full circle? Well, we already know that. We already know that the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So there are 2 pi radiuses around a full circle. So that means we know that 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. That means pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. Pi over 2 radians is equal to 90 degrees. Pi over 3 radians is equal to 60 degrees. Pi over 4 radians is equal to 45 degrees, and pi over 6 radians is equal to 30 degrees. You need to know those off by heart so you can use them in paper 1 questions. You need to be able to convert from radians to degrees and from degrees to radians. So we know that pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, 1 degree is equal to pi over 180 radians. So if I want to work out 28 degrees, well, 28 degrees is equal to pi over 180, because that's equal to 1 degree, times 28 degrees, which is equal to 28 pi over 180, which is equal to 14 pi over 90, which is equal to 77 pi over 45. So 28 degrees is equal to 7 pi over 45 rads or radians. So to convert from degrees to radians, multiply by pi over 180, and to convert from radians to degrees, multiply by 180 over pi. So let's do a couple of quick examples. So convert 40 degrees to radians. So we take 40, we times it by pi over 180. Well, that will cancel to 2 pi over 9 rads. And B, convert pi over 9 radians to degrees. So we take pi over 9 and we're going to multiply it by 180 over pi. Well, the pi's cancel, so I'm left with 180 over 9, which is equal to 20 degrees.